I don't know what to say. It just hits you coming in here and seeing what these children have, and we got to do something. We have to do something for the kids here.
Oh, cow. Don't touch the walls. This building's done. It's got to come down.
They do need a hand up for sure. And they need it soon because I'm not sure what's going to happen.
You got to help them. There seems to be a ton of negative here, and we don't need any more negative. We need some positive, and that's the only way we're going to get any construction done here. Where do you start?
You get angry that the international assistance isn't what it needs to be.
The biggest fear is that we start the project and we do one small thing and then people forget, and then we don't have, the support for Haiti, over time. When I first heard about the earthquake in Haiti, I thought, here we go again, another catastrophe in the world. And I know that the situation in the world, we're already taxed a lot of the countries that are helping out in other situations. And I just thought that we needed to find a way to do something for them. I think Langford has always looked at, ways to help people. We've done it in the past with 9/11 and other areas in our fire department, and our citizens have gone to other areas of the world and helped out Afghanistan and places like that. So it's almost like something that our community gets behind when we see these type of things happen in the world.
Upon receipt of literally scores of pictures from Haiti and from, more specifically, the orphanage, I think encouraged me more, motivated me more to jump on board. And it wasn't just the pictures, it was the emails from the police officer down there, and her pictures, her smiling, holding the children, inviting us to come down in a very welcoming fashion, identifying that, look at the pictures, they desperately need to have their orphanage rebuilt. We are so pleased to hear that your community is interested and prepared to help. How can I help you make this work?
We want to try and rebuild the orphanage that is there as a project and make sure that we have it so they're earthquake, resistant as best we can. I think that this will save Haiti in a way that will give them hope. It will let them know that we're not leaving after the first 3 or 6 months. The key is to educate, show them how, be with them all the way along to make sure that we finish this off, and we actually finish off an orphanage and set an example as to how maybe we can help them and, and do more projects as well.
Okay, so if you can carry everything on you.
When you came out of the airport and we were met by the people and guys' hands through the gates, and you could just sense the urgency there. There's just something, they were desperate. And to go through the mob there and being told, hang on, hold your stuff close together. I haven't experienced anything like that. And it shook me up a little bit. When we got into the cars and we drove down the street, the one lady was washing herself in the mud puddle. Other people going to the bathroom on the side of the road. You set yourself up to expect it, but when you see it, it shakes you up.
This is Anel.
Anel, bonjour.
Anel, are you okay with the camera?
Just trying to gauge.
It's hard to believe that these people are surviving here and that this is their life. First impressions are a little bit hard to take.
Coming in here and seeing what these children have and seeing their cleaning facilities and thinking what we have back home, it hits us in the face, and we got to do something.
You look at me or them and you say, this is what I have and this is what they got. And I think the first emotion was you've got to get over this and carry on. Guess so. Yeah, you got to help them. There's no fuss, no sense in fussing over it. I mean, you just got to bite your lip, go to the positive. There seems to be a ton of negative here, and we don't need any more negative. We need some positive, and that's the only way we're going to get any construction done here. And so I just got my head around it really quickly and said, what can we do here to make this thing function?
They barely have anything to begin with. They're surviving, and now they got nothing. The only security they had was a roof over their head, and now they don't have it. And literally, they had nothing. They were sleeping on the ground. No tarps, no tent, no sheets, nothing, just down on the ground. They had banana leaves for the few little babies and stuff like that to try to keep the spiders and the scorpions away, and snakes, they were explaining to me. I was just devastated. I'm like, okay, this is enough.
There's nothing that can be repaired on this building. It's got to come down. It's not very well mortared. We passed a place that was making bricks on the street, a little forum, patting it down with a shovel. I would suspect that that's similar quality. When you look at a construction project, you think about it as given enough money, you can do anything. You can make anything work. In a Western country, you know, you have pile drivers, you have all kinds of options. We're just going to have to work with the options that we have here.
Out of the other end, basically, of the world, when you talk to those kids, or for them, Canada is a big, big country, and BC, when I was showing them a map, they understand that for them, it's at the other end of the world, that a community out there wants to make such a difference for an orphanage, for Haiti, for those kids. And they understand that.
Du Canada. Les deux vont se rencontrer.
I thought I'll never see the end of this project. With now having all of them here, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I'm actually probably going to see something of this happening. So with the meeting today and meeting the Rotary Club and meeting all the people that actually want to get involved here and helping out, I think is incredible.
We recognized that we had to do what the committee wanted, what the Haitians wanted, what this neighborhood wanted. The orphanage is actually part of the neighborhood. It's a community within a community, and they're inviting the neighborhood and community in, and they wanted to make sure that whatever our community back in Langford and the Greater Victoria area did would encompass what they were trying to do. They were trying to reach out to their community. The parallels are amazing, actually, and I think they speak to those things that are very valuable, the same lessons. Finding out what they want, how can we help them create something that they can use, not what we perceive as being beneficial. And when we like peeling off the layers of what was important and who was going to be involved in that meeting, we got to the core of the fruit, core of the onion. And I think that's why we're at a position or point now where we can go back and draft up the preliminary set of diagrams to bring it back down here so the committee who we're working for can then put their stamp of approval on it. And we still have a few questions to answer, but I think we're 98% of the way there. I'm delighted. I couldn't be happier with the outcome. We're there.
I think we've certainly got a good understanding of what the people need, and we're going to see if we can't find an easy path to get it to them. And I'm very hopeful. I have to say that the rain is probably one of my biggest concerns. When their rainy season starts, the tents will be in mud, and I don't know what that's going to mean for them. They do need a hand up for sure, and they need it soon.
I could fix the building, no questions in my mind. It's fixable. It's replacing pride and identity and ownership, and those are things I don't know how you replace those.
How wonderful it is to feel that you're making a difference in these kids' lives.
For people concerned about how their donations are going to be earmarked, every dime that is donated is actually going to go right to Haiti.
This is going to get big. This is just the start of it.